What's up everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to give you guys an update of some of the progress I've made on the SR5 2000 Toyota 4Runner, which I call Skye, which is the silver one that got wrecked or flipped. It still runs, so stick around, please check it out, stick around, check out the video, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you for watching. What is up everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to the channel. Alright, before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe, and smush the bell notification icon for future updates. Alright, so I just got this guy off. This is actually the broken passenger side control arm. As you can see, it's snapped right here. It's no longer attached. It's been on the truck. It's actually been available for me to take off for the last several months. Today is December 12th. It's Sunday, 2021. This has been available for me to take off since July, since the accident. I just chose not to. Also, I've been healing from the injuries, but a lot of neck pain and everything still going on. But I decided, you know, take a couple seconds, take it off. So these are the alignment lobes and bolts. I just stuck them back in here so I know which one came off of what side, which they're not specific. You can put this one on this side if you wanted to, but I actually have these marked. So there's white lines I marked the truck as well as the lobes, so that way I can put this back in alignment when I put the new one on. It's not new. So I have the Panhard bar here for Rose, which is the 2000 Limited. I have a rear control, lower control arm here for Rose 2000 Limited. This is the shift linkage for the transmission to the actual hand shifter inside the vehicle for Rose as well. This is the tow hitch that I had prepped and painted. You guys may have seen on Instagram. This is also for Rose. These are the older control arms that I took off of Skye, the 2000 SR5, long time ago, probably 15 plus years ago. There wasn't anything wrong with them. I just changed out all components. These are the ones that were on the vehicle when I bought the vehicle, and I just decided, you know, 2 years down the road, I'm like, you know what, I'm just change everything. There's nothing wrong with these. I actually just recently painted these. As you can tell, they're all shiny. So this one that has the front and rear bump stops on it, this is the control arm for the passenger side. Exact same control arm that's in there. It's just not broken, as you can see. So this one's going to go in that place. These are the upper rear control arms right here for Rose, the 2000 Limited. So I just, because I had a pair of these, I painted the left one too. I know the bushings are bad on both sides. Right before the accident, I knew the bushings went bad in the control arms. So I prepped this one because I'm going to take the wheel off and everything and just install both control arms. So these are all the badges for Beast, the 97 Limited. So I got lots of progress going on. So here is 4 CV axles. 2 of them are for Rose, the 2000 Limited, and 2 of them are for, so 2 of these are for Rose, 2 of these are for Beast. This starter is a brand new starter for Beast, because Beast, I knew when I bought Beast, he had a bad starter. And Rose isn't here. Rose is usually parked right here. My wife has Rose. So here is Skye. I did get the fender off as well. So I need to weld some tabs on here, attach a slide hammer, and pull this back out. But this control arm down here has the bad bushings. I'm going to replace that control arm. And then that control arm I showed you on the floor inside that's broken was literally just here 20 minutes ago. I also noticed that this shock is puking So that's gonna have to be addressed. Actually might be, it feels more like grease. Oh, that's grease. So that's from this shock. It looks like it's fine. That grease glob's probably from this ball joint that shattered. So looks like this strut assembly is fine. So we're gonna attach, probably not in this video, I'm just giving you guys an update in this video. I'm gonna attach the control arm, hook everything back up. This boot is ripped for the steering rack, which is fine. I could just purchase another boot. That's not really a big deal. The steering rack is fine. This mount right here though, this crossbar, is actually tweaked. If you can see right here, it'd be easier to bring you guys under here. Let me remove the tripod. If I could even get up, fit the camera in there. It's kind of hard to fit the camera in there. Ugh. Is there a spot I can fit the camera? Maybe not. Right here, kind of hard to see, but right here, this bolt hole is actually pointing up towards the truck. So this bar right here is what the steering rack attaches to. It is actually bent right here. So what I'm gonna need to do, I don't have a torch at my house, but I can go back to Eric West's Toyland Auto, and I can just cut this piece off of another 4Runner and weld it back on, and that will do just fine. So that piece, there you go, that piece is this piece right here. So you guys look up close, you can see that this is actually facing up towards the steering rack, and this one on top, kind of hard to see, there you go. This one right here, you can actually see it's also facing really far up. So this one up here is actually pretty badly bent. I might be able to heat this up and slightly twist it, but it's going to be kind of hard to twist this bolt section back in place. So it might be just easier to cut this off where the welds are running, remove it from here, because it's tack welded in, or it's bead welded with like 2-inch beads in like 4 different spots. So it's probably just easier to go back to Eric West's in Maricopa, cut these off, and show up and say, hey dude, I need to cut a bar off of a frame, and he'd be like, okay, that's no big deal, go ahead, and cut it off, weld a new one on, and that's literally the only damage to the bottom of the truck. There is no other damage, nothing else is twisted. So that is a plus. The rim is actually in the back of the truck. The body, on the other hand, does have some extra damage. And this is from them dropping it. Because they put it on the tow truck. And the scratches, this was not here. The only damage this door had was that this mirror got shoved into the window. These scratches weren't here when I flipped the truck. None of these scratches here, none of this was here. This is kind of wrinkled. This wasn't on the glass, and this door wasn't tweaked. But they decided to drag the truck on its side for 50 feet before they decided to flip it over. And the reason that this hood was actually in pristine condition, there was nothing wrong with the hood. The only damage there was this piece for when I flipped the truck. That was the only thing that was damaged. The hood was perfectly straight. This was not crinkled at all. The hood is now shifted to the passenger side. You can see that the hood is tweaked up here. And then it goes back to even, and then it's tweaked at that end. It wasn't there. What happened was the careless tow truck driver was in a hurry, got another call, because the insurance found out this. He got another call, he was in a hurry. There was no tire on this end. He literally just lifted the gate, or the trailer on the back of the tow truck, unhooked it, drove forward, and just let the truck roll off, slide, and drop. Well, when it dropped, the truck dropped on the side that had no tire first. So the truck nosedived on this side, nosedived like this, and when it nosedived like this, it tweaked this side and caused the whole hood to twist and then shimmy to the left, which caused all this other problem. So there's probably $30,000+ worth of damage in body work. The insurance, they calculated $11,000 worth of body work damage, but they also said that there was only $320 worth of mechanical damage. There's more than that. This section down here, this cross member bracing, it's technically a permanent piece. The frame isn't twisted. The engine still runs. I can start it right now if I had a battery in it. The battery was in this one. I put it in Beast. Because Beast needs a starter and CV axles, and Beast will be up on the road. That's all Beast needs. But you know, luckily it didn't damage other than this plastic piece that's a part of the bracket. These brackets right here, you can remove these brackets from the lenses. So I have like 6 pairs of these brackets, so it's not, or actually I have like 9 pairs of these brackets, so it's not a big deal. Pop the broken brackets off, put them on my halos, and mount these. I'm gonna mount these on Rose, the 2000 Limited 4x4. And then down the road, I'll find another pair to put back on Skye, and find a pair for, either find a pair or build a pair, whatever, for Beast. These I built. I would love to build another one, but with all the issues of trying to get chips and stuff now, it's kind of hard. This piece is bent completely out. It's, and this piece right here, the sad thing is from here down and back is straight. So I could just chop right here and then weld a new one in, but you know, we'll see. But I wanted to give you guys an update. The amount of damage that's here, you know, this was bent when I flipped. This is what went into the fender piece. You know, it is what it is. That's not the reason that the truck looks so horrible. This door, you can see, is tweaked. I actually put tape just to seal it so water and stuff wouldn't get in the vehicle. And I taped up here because they decided to open my roof rack when my roof rack was closed when I flipped the truck. So now I can't get the roof rack to close because the roof rack requires the engine to be running to boost the voltage in the vehicle just to get it to move. So that's a little aggravating. You can see the seal for the window is coming away, so I'm gonna have to, looks like the glass shifted a little bit. I'm gonna have to seal that, put some tape over it for now. And my windshield, none of my windows were broken when I flipped the truck. This was due to a firefighter. They decided to shatter the window because they're like, oh, well, we can't get the hood open, because they were so terrified that the truck was gonna explode because the battery was connected. They bashed the windshield and then realized that they could literally just pop the clips on the grill, because I told them you could pop the clips on the grill and literally just pull the latch. So that wasn't necessary. It's a $700 windshield because they were not smart enough to ask the owner of the vehicle how you can get into the vehicle. This rim is okay. The rim that flew off has actually minimal damage. It actually has like a little chip, like right here on the edge. It's got a little tiny chip missing out of it, which, you know, is expected because I was laying on the driver's side. This rim, however, is pretty done for. This is actually digging in to the tire, and the tire is actually going flat, and I keep airing it up every so many days, or every like month. I air it up once a month. But yeah, so, and these rims you cannot find anymore unless, you know, somebody has these buckshots, these American Outlaw buckshots, and you guys are willing to sell me, you know, a set of rims. Let me know. I will definitely buy these rims if anybody has them. Would be much appreciated. This one's fine. So as soon as I get that control arm back on, which is probably not going to be today because the sun is going down, I just wanted to get it out because it was pretty easy to get out. I didn't have to remove the steering rack to get it out. Normally you would have to remove the steering rack to get it out, but because this is slightly twisted, the steering rack is a tiny bit higher, like a millimeter or so higher. So I was actually able to sneak the bolt and then just rub the bolt against the boot and get it out for the cam lobes. But I'll stick another control arm on it, get it back on the ground, tighten them up to torque spec, get everything attached, and get a brake caliper reattached to it. You know, here's the broken one, and I just have it sitting in this bottle with a little rubber grommet on it. But get the caliper and rotor and rim and everything back on it. Spindle, I gotta go to Eric West's Toyland Auto and get a spindle, which is like 75 bucks. Not a big deal. Toyota wants $900 for a spindle. I can get a used one with a hub assembly and everything on it for 75 bucks, and I'm gonna end up getting 2 4-wheel drive spindles for Rose because Roses are pretty rusted. That's a Detroit truck. These are the spindles. So this is the spindle that came off, and you can see how the ears are broken. This bolt is completely sheared off. I do have good caliper bolts because the caliper was still attached to this. This whole spindle flew off and it was still attached to the rim. This is the one I got from Josh up in Washington, but I don't like the amount of rust that's on it, even though it sounds good. I could probably put it on. It's got a upper ball joint on it, but I'm gonna get a couple that are de-rusted, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save this plate, these plates off of these spindles, and I'm gonna use them for Rose because Rose has rusted out shields. But this is the one that was removed. It is definitely done for. It's not a big deal. I can always turn this into Napa and get another one because that one actually has a full lifetime warranty, so I could actually warranty that out. I already spoke to my Napa rep. Gus is like, I don't care if it's broken, bring it in, I'll give you another one. But for now, I'm gonna put these on and put both of these on, and then the 2 that I take off, I'll take in and get 2 more. So I'll end up getting a spare set that could be used for Beast or Rose or another, you know, and maybe I'll pick up a 99. So, but that's it. There's some goodies for the trucks. I do have seals, spindle seals, as well as diff seals for the front axle. I have the CV axle to differential dust boots, or dust seals as well, dust shields. And then the Toyota guy didn't listen to my Napa rep when my Napa rep said, hey, I need four rotor tone rings or skid control rings. These are skid control is what Toyota calls them, but they're tone rings. I said I needed them for the CV axles. The guy didn't listen, and he sent 4 for the rear. And I told my Napa rep, not a big deal, I'll take the 4 for the rear, but can you please still get me the ones I need? My Napa rep told me, yeah, no big deal. He called the Toyota dealer, and the Toyota rep that he spoke to originally is like, I'm so sorry, I assumed rear because that's the most common one that we sell. And when my Napa rep tells somebody I need the CV axle tone rings, it's kind of a clue, because these tone rings are pressed onto an axle shaft in the rear that goes into a diff. So rear of the 4Runners has a solid monobeam axle. It does not have a CV axle, so it should have been a clue. But I told my Napa rep, you know, they're 56 bucks a piece. I'm like, you know what, just I'll take them. And then I got a goodie, a little tool here. So I got some goodies. All the stuff I bought will do 2 vehicles other than the starter. The starter is only needed for Beast. It is a brand new starter. It's a 2.0 kilowatt starter instead of the 1.8. That's needed. But that's all I got for you guys today. I do appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the video. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna go under there, reattach this. That way I can at least reattach the shock. You can actually see it's tweaked. So this arm right here should actually be touching the ground just like this one is. You can see this one's touching the ground. That's how tweaked it is. So we'll see if the control arm will even be able to attach. That is pretty badly tweaked. It's probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches tweaked. Maybe a little less. And it's about 1 inch. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Hope to see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, smush the bell notification icon for future updates. Or check out my Amazon affiliate links, my Acme Tools affiliate links, my DJI Electronics affiliate links, as well as my Ohio Power Tools affiliate links. Want to give a shout out to my Napa rep, Gus. Awesome guy. Always goes above and beyond to get me parts. He knows when I come in, I am always coming in for thousands of dollars worth of parts. Whether it's for my own personal vehicles or I am coming in for customers' vehicles, he knows that when it comes to my personal vehicles, I buy in bulk. I will buy extra parts. You know, if I don't need these, I'm gonna keep them. You know, I'm not gonna send them back. I will have spares. It never hurts to have Toyota spare parts. SKF are my favorite seals. Other than OEM seals for Toyotas, SKFs work amazing. SKFs are the only ones I found that are dang near exact same measurements on specs as the OEM Toyotas, where I've gone to O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto, and other places and got seals, and they were either too big or too small and they just didn't fit. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the update. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Here, this is the type of rust that Rose has. Just obnoxious amount of rust. So I do have more of these right here. These are off of Skye. So that's all I got, guys. You guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!